We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cat lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes, the Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Y'all already know. Salute. Knicks Real Talk. We in the building. We got the celly going on. Salute to everybody, man. We in the building. Divine Shot Power. We about to get a poppin'. Salute to the chat. We about to talk about the recap from last night's game, man. We gonna hit y'all like Aaron Judge with a bat, ladies and gentlemen. We in the building. Divine Shot Powers. Knicks 116. Pistons 113. We're gonna get into all that, but first and foremost, let me bring in this brother right here who always fuel with confidence. You know how he get down. We're gonna talk about it. My partner in crime, my brother Shop Howard. What's good?
Yeah, Jalen Brunson put this guy on Tokyo Drift last night, man.
Yeah, for real.
He put him on Tokyo Drift last night, Divine. He put him on the drift, and homeboy didn't have no brakes.
None.
So I'm glad to see the win. Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Get it. John McDonald, what's good? The three-finger assassin. Met Nick fan, let's go. Salute to Crim's dad. Salute to the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in, man. I know it's Friday. Y'all could be anywhere out there in the city holding it down, but y'all are here with us for a few minutes. We appreciate y'all coming in. Real talk, man. But what a way to come in, though. You know, they had on a black funeral dripping in like the 90s, the black sneakers, the black socks. So I'm coming with a black hat and a black coat. Yo, they was on that funeral shit last night, ladies and gentlemen. New York Knicks went down to Detroit last night. Played 4 quarters of basketball, little let down a little bit in the third quarter, but enough to have the guy who can bring you home, bring us home. And when he, like you said, he was on Tokyo Drift shit, because no, he drifted that out. But we in Cancun, bro. Real talk. He drifted. I said, Compton, he Jalen Brunson hit him with the crossover. And next thing I know, shout out when he hit him with the crossover, and he went behind his legs. And he came through the back of his legs.
Yeah. He hit him with the go all the way to the left, and he go in, and then he come around like he going around his back and threw it between his legs.
Damn.
Homeboy hit the drift all the way to the side. He was sliding. Trying to get a little traction. Too late. Hand down, man down. Salute Mark Jackson.
Real. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. That was what it was about, man. The Cats gritty, man. Gritty basketball team. No matter what goes on in the game, they're always gonna feel they stay close, they in it. And we got a cat right now. Nobody doing it in the NBA like him, ladies and gentlemen. I'm contributing. This is about the Knicks, but this is a Jalen Brunson podcast. Word is born. This show for him tonight, because man, you know, to have a dude like that can do what he do, and it's not a lot of guys could do it. Maybe Kyrie Irving, the way he do it, because there's only so many few guys could do it like this cat do it, man. Get buckets whenever, wherever, however, whoever, on whoever. That was just good to see, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm really, really excited about that, man. To see these guys go out there and perform, man. Win 3 games on a road, ladies and gentlemen. On the road in the playoffs. That is one of the hardest things to do, to beat a team on a home court in the playoffs every single game. That's impressive. Salute to Queen Darlene. Queen was good. Good to see you, sister. Appreciate you coming in, Queen. You already know. That was good to see, man. Real talk, man. That was special. A lot of good plays. A lot of guys stepped up when they had to. Bench not so much, shot power, but overall, just a gritty performance. No Cats rebound the ball. Did a lot of good things well. Even though my man Big Cat didn't have a lot of points, but he was snatching rebound and probably made one of the biggest plays of the game when he actually stole that inbound, went down court and got fouled and got 2 free throws. That was big time. And then that block with Mikal on that was special, man. So these guys, they use every facet, of their game, no matter whether it's offense or defense or whatever, to win that game. And now guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have some baked beans on Monday. We're gonna have some Boston baked beans Monday, ladies and gentlemen. So we going up in Boston, and it's gonna be a Boston massacre. I'm hoping, but Shaw Powell was good though, man. Real talk. You know, I'm giddy, man. We won. You know how I get down.
Yeah. Guys came to play basketball. You know what I mean? That's what it was. You know what I mean? Cat had a great game, man. Where he didn't score the basketball much, but like you said, he rebounded the basketball. His defense was better down the stretch. You know what I mean? He didn't get as frustrated at things towards the end of the game. You know what I mean? You thought it could be something deadly when him fouling out. What was it, 40 seconds left, 40-something seconds left or something like that? You thought it could be crucial and all that stuff. We've been saying this all year long, man. We have big-time players on this team that can step up at any given time. People that can hit momentum shots, make momentum plays. You know what I mean? You may not see it every time because of the style of the game, and maybe the Knicks are just winning, or the Knicks could just be losing. But at any given time, I say this a lot too. I remember years before 2011, 12, 13, I'd go to sleep. I'd wake up. I'd check the newspaper and be like, damn, freaking Knicks, man. You know what I mean? I come home, I'll go watch the whatever. Not now. Not now. And if you wasn't in your crib or wherever you was yesterday, when Jalen Brunson made homeboy skirt, and you ain't jump up out your seat and start cursing and yelling and screaming and like your neighbors ain't call the police on you, then you ain't no Knick fan. You ain't no Knick fan if you ain't jump around and, you know what I mean? If you ain't at least, if you ain't doing one of those, I don't know. But Divine, I just keep calm. The Knicks did exactly what I thought they was going to do. They won in the 6 games. And like we was talking in the background, what you brought up about the Knicks winning all the 3 games on the road. Man, the freak out of here, man. Get out of here with that. Whatever you want to say about the Knicks, say it. I don't care. Knicks won, and here we come.
Yes, indeed. Facts. Yeah, man. They gritty, man. Ladies and gentlemen, they gritty, man. And, you know, and for me, what's special about it is like this dude dropped 40 in another closeout game. Another one in the playoffs. Jalen Brunson dropped 40 in a closeout game. Yeah, I don't need. Hey, listen. I think real recognize real, and I think the NBA finally get to a point where, you know what, whether I like the Knicks or not, whether I throw high perv at them all the time, they can't throw no high perv at Jalen Brunson. If you see anybody literally out here trying to throw high perv at Jalen Brunson, they just straight haters. They're not basketball.
Facts.
Basketball analysts who really look at the game and say, you know what, this player is good. I don't care what team he play for. This player is good. If you don't give Jalen Brunson his flowers by now, then I don't know what the time compared to the shit that we had in New York for the last 20 years. 4 playoff runs, 3 second-round runs, 250 points, 250 win seasons in a row, all NBA, all-star, clutch player of the year. Nobody to me in the NBA, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Knicks fan, this is real talk. There's not too many people who got a bag like him. There's not too many dudes in the NBA got a bag.
Man.
So, man, word is born, for real, for real. This dude could get it anywhere on the court. And to pull up with that 3 at that particular time, to be able to hit that shot on the road in a hostile environment, and they've been booing the shit out you all series long. He said, I'm going to quiet you jokers down in 1 shot. when Jalen Brother hit that shot and walked away and did the celly and pointed out toward the Detroit fans, that's why we brought him to New York right there. That's why we brought Jalen Brother to New York. And that's a special player. He is, man. He is special, man. And, you know, because like I said, you use what tools you have at your advantage. He's probably one of the best in the paint scorers, even counting big men in the league. I mean, this is crazy. This cat can get it upside, downside, inside, from outside, hitting you from every angle. Allah method, man, because that's what this cat is doing. And his smartness, his savvy, and his decision making. He was dropping some crazy dimes last night to these guys.
Wasn't he the lookaways? Wasn't he the burn?
What? Yeah, so that's good to see, man. Like I said, salute to Jalen Brunson. He earned every bit of respect from the National Basketball Association and Knicks fans. And I'm glad 2-3 years ago, whatever the case may be, when we went and got this dude 4 years ago. He's living up. And on top of that, the man took a huge pay cut for the organization, Shop House. He took a pay cut to get this team before we was able to get these players that we need in here to be this team that we seeing right now heading into the playoffs. He sacrificed his pockets and whatever else may be to bring the guy that they needed in here to at least get to where we at right now. Hopefully we can go a little further. We coming Boston. Where's Bond? We coming for y'all, man. This ain't gonna be no. This ain't the land of magic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm letting y'all know that right now. That's coming up in Boston. You know, listen. So I'm liking this thing right here, man. But shout out overall, good game, man. Proud to be a Knicks fan tonight. I'm proud of our squad. Proud of the coach. Proud of the owners. Everybody, man. They got us to another series. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. We're gonna go home. Your microphone, brother.
Sorry about that. Yeah, man. I mean, like, what can you really say, man? You know, like you was talking about Brunson, about the hate on Brunson. If you don't think Brunson is a great player or one of the premier players in the league, then you just hating. If you don't think Tom Thibodeau is a really good coach, in my opinion, just hating a little bit. You know what I mean? Everybody thought we was going to fall to Detroit. All right, let's bring on this team that we have put together, the New York Knicks, that they devised to put this together. Leon Rose put this team together. You know who they put this team together for? For a playoff, to play up against Boston in the finals. Unfortunately, this year, Cleveland came out of the box and took first spot. That's the only reason why we're going to get ready to play Boston a little earlier than suspected. So I believe this. The Knicks made this team to contend with Boston. In my opinion, I think they made this team to think that they're going to go to the Eastern Conference Final this year against Boston. Like I said, not unfortunately, but this year Boston not there. They got to go through us before they get there. So I think this team is built for Boston. So this test right here against Boston is going to be a real good test. This is not going to be like we just played Detroit. And yeah, Detroit ain't all that and all that. The one thing I can say, like I remember the 80s Boston. I remember Detroit in the 80s. I remember the Lambeers and all these guys, the way they used to get down and stuff. I know how rough they was. I know how many fights I know they was the bad boys. This is not the bad boys. That's not nothing similar to that team. But they do play hip check. So we passed them on to the next.
Yeah. You know what's impressive to me, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, salute to the chat, man. Queen Darlene Crim's dad. You know, Shop How they specifically talk about you, my brother, when it comes to that Tibbs thing. You know, like I said, I guess everybody got, people they like and they don't like. So I don't think he went there at that level.
Oh, so he said something I wouldn't talk about.
He was saying you could still love the Knicks, but don't like Tibbs.
Facts. That's a fact.
That's right.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
There's no question about that.
Right. Right. But listen, on this note here, let me say this here, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at all the variables, the New York Knicks, not only did they beat them dudes 3 games in Detroit, right? They won the game, they won in season 6, but here's the most impressive thing. The New York Knicks beat them dudes without a bench.
That's a fact.
People got to put this shit in perspective. All season long, y'all, this Knicks real talk over here. The New York Knicks beat them 4-2 without a bench. That's why y'all see the way I feel about the Knicks all year long. They beat them dudes without our bench even coming to the. Our bench didn't even come to the series, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that. Our bench didn't even come to the series, and we beat them 4-2. 3 games in Detroit without a bench. That's why we gave up 5 picks. That's why we traded Julius Randle and regardless of whom or what, no matter what, the New York Knicks beat them dudes with almost 6 players. And everybody talking about these cats gonna beat the Knicks. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not us. And I'm not even trying to go on no Kendrick Lamar shit. They just not the Knicks. You know what I mean? And no matter what nobody say, we got guys who've been in these games in college, the pros, everything. Deuce and Bryant, ice cold. Campaign, ice cold. No Shamet, nobody. The only one gave us a little bit of production was Mitchell Robinson. And we still beat them 4-2. Ain't nothing else to be said about this. This is a gritty-ass basketball team. They come to play every night, win them. Like that regular season stuff, I get all that. You know, it's the regular season. You play 82 games to get to here. And when you get to here, the things go different. It can be harder. The game comes harder. And look what our squad did. So the defense came to play in the playoffs, did a good job defensively all playoff long. Our offense, peaks and valleys, but what we needed the most, the main thing we always said here on Knicks Real Talk, keep the game close because we got the best closer in the game. Just play defense and keep the game close. We'll take care of the rest. We got dudes who can get it over here. Cat can get it. Brunson can get it. Anunoby can get it. My man Bridges can get it. So we really beat these dudes with almost 5 or 6 players. And know what though? And you know the reason why Tibbs did that? Because them kids wasn't doing nothing. I wouldn't have played them neither. Listen, matter of fact, go look at the playoffs. Look at all the other teams in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Shit. And all them dudes playing 40-something minutes. You put your best players on the floor. The reason why Tibbs played them dudes in the first in 82 games of the season, the reason why we was complaining about Tibbs giving them too many minutes for this time right here. For their bodies, their mind, and their muscles is adjusted to playoff basketball, having to play 40 minutes because you keep your best players on the floor in the playoffs because know why? It's when to go home. You don't have time to stink it up in the playoffs. You don't have time to have bad games. So that's why them dudes is not playing. Shaman and the true campaign inducing them. Now you see why Tibbs played them boys 40 minutes in the game and 36 and 38 minutes a game in the regular season. That's called body conditioning. Condition your body to run a marathon, condition your body to run a sprint, to condition your body to run cross country. So when you get in a cross country match or a marathon, your body is able to run 5,000 whatever miles. You know what I mean? So, and that's what they did, and that's what Tibbs did, and you know what? It paid its dividend because our bench just wasn't there. Shaw Powers, our big boys came home, and the money they making, the money Cat making, the money all the cats making, they earned it, and they did it. We here, man. We going to Boston no matter what nobody say. We going to Boston, man. I'm good with that. Where's Boston? Body, man, for real, for real.
I mean, we talked about it early in the season. We've seen it. We talked about it. We said we were worried December, November, December, going into January about the bench. We didn't have a 6-man in the bench. Shaman wasn't back yet. Pressure wasn't back yet. We had to rely on Deuce and Payne early in the season, and both of them got hurt early in the season, one behind each other. One time was Deuce, then it was Payne, then it was Deuce again. So, the offseason is going to say a lot to what the Knicks to decide what they're going to do with the bench. How they're going to, how they're going to reformulate the bench. Right now, it's not me saying it. Jalen Brunson said it the other day. You know what I mean? When he was in a press conference that he represented Tom Thibodeau for playing the minutes early in the season for games like that was 2 games ago. I think he said that for games like that. I mean, joking or not, he said it out his mouth and sound good to me.
Yeah, for real.
Tom Thibodeau. I mean, there was different things that was done yesterday. Jalen Brunson, once again, and it's just the way they just start getting at it, man. And it's not just is we see it more so now because of the games that we see against this team, especially when the defense is working. Mm-hmm. But we've been doing this a lot this whole season. You know what I mean? Be up a little bit, go under, and then come back and win at the end of the night. You know what I mean? And bring on anybody. Bring on anybody. The Knicks are ready. I'm ready to go out there and talk about the Knicks winning every game. You know what I mean? Word up. Let's get it.
For real. Ladies and gentlemen, you just gotta, like I said, it's different when you're at a certain level. We not only us, a lot of people who study basketball, not us, I'm just saying it because we say it on Knicks Real Talk. The thing that separate Brunson, McHale, Anunoby, Hart, and Towns and the campaign, all them dudes been damn near to the Western Conference Finals down there, or to the championship, or been in the finals. These guys and these things, and look what happened to the Detroit Pistons. Look who really brought them home the other night. Guys like Tobias Harris,
right.
Tobias Harris, who've been in playoff games, big ones. Tim Hardaway Jr., who've been in big playoff games. And Dennis Schroeder, who've been in big playoff games. We can go on and on with this, but the reason why, because the pressure in there is immense. You look at last night's game. Karl Anthony Towns didn't even have a huge offense output, which we didn't really need it per se, but his 15 rebounds and probably one of the biggest plays of the game when he patted the inbound away and ran down court and got fouled on the 2 free throws. That was huge. So it's even though he didn't score a lot of points, but the man grabbed 15 rebounds, still had a double-double, 2 steals. That was one of the biggest steals, or the key steal of the game. And that said a lot. But if you look at like I said, the way these teams playing and who they put on the floor, it ain't only the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Every team gonna have their guys go 40 minutes. Look at Jason Tatum now. Look at all these guys, man. Look at LeBron, Luka, and all these guys. Because when you in the playoffs, your best player gonna have to bring you home because the other guys are not ready. Like our bench was literally not ready in this series, other than campaign first game shot Powers, which I thought he played a little bit better from an active standpoint last night. But think about the way they've been playing. See, and if you can't match the pressure that's being put on you at that time of the game, then you don't supposed to leave them out there, ladies and gentlemen, because you cannot afford to go behind in the playoffs. You cannot afford costly mistakes or costly turnover. None of that. You can't afford that, and that's why you go with the guys who can handle the pressure. And I think our big five, literally our big five handle the pressure real well, Shaw Powers. But to me, that you got to give Nick flowers to be able to win that series. With the way they did, and they best players came out to play. Josh Hart 13 and 10, and so on and so on. But it's just the way it goes, man. And you know what? But this ain't new. It ain't new. Tibbs not the only one doing this, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of coaches do it because this is NBA playoff basketball. Everybody's short their rotation in the playoff just about. Damn everybody. You know what I mean? If you go look at the numbers across the league, you'll see what I'm talking about. It ain't only Tibbs doing this stuff. It's all of them because you got to put your best players out there. And I think he did a good job of that last night because if you would have had other guys there, they might not have got some of the things that happened last night in that game that helped us win that game because the pressure could have got to him. Like, listen, Deuce McBride hit the first shot, they hit one and couldn't hit one after that. You see what I mean? It's the pressure. He hit his first shot. This has been the whole series. He hit his first shot, and then he couldn't hit no more.
And
that's it. So you can't put him back out there and let him keep missing threes. Because then you might fall around and get in a deep hole. Then your defense is going to have to be on their heels the whole game trying to get back in the game. Tibbs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He ran 9 guys last night, 8 guys yesterday. And out of all the 8 of them, This how many the points the bench scored last night, ladies and gentlemen, for New York Knicks last night. Check this out. 6 points. Think about that. 6 points the bench scored last night. 3 by McBride, 2 by Campaign, 1 by Mitchell Robinson. So, I get it, man. I get you gotta do what you gotta do as a coach. But I ain't mad because we know this ain't nothing new on the Sunshine Power. We going to play Boston Monday night.
Right.
3-3, third time in a row to the second round. I ain't got no complaints. We just got to get over the hump. This ain't nothing new under the sun. Tibbs done got us here. The team done got us here. Julius Randle, all them cats done got us here, man. They got us to 50 wins, and now we did it again. So salute to the New York Knicks, man. Real talk, man. Because at the end of the day, all we trying to do is win a championship. And eventually we'll get there, but I'm happy about this thing, man. Let's bring Boston. I'm ready for them. We ain't nobody ducking no smoke. I don't care who they got over there. We got players over here, too. We got some damn good players over here. I tell you what, if our bench don't come to play, we go home early against Boston. So they gonna have to step up. But you know what? If they don't, then our stars are gonna do what they've been doing. Keep doing what they're doing. We got we got Captain Clutch over here, man. He ain't the only one. Everybody got their guy that could bring them home when they team out having a good game. A la Michael Jordan, a la Kevin Durant, LeBron, whoever, you name it, Kobe Bryant, you name it. They always got that one dude. That one dude, when your team needs you, look who it is. It could be Walt Clyde Frazier, it could be Larry Bird, it could be Magic Johnson, it could be anybody. When you got that one dude who like, you know what? Y'all get on this, y'all get on my back and let me bring y'all home. It's the NBA. Been like this for years. You got to have a dude. Becky Hammond said we didn't have a dude. We got a dude. And that dude been showing improving all year long for the last 3 years. Mr. Clutch. It's called when your other guys ain't got it, shot powers, let your best man get it done. And that's what we paying for. So let's salute to my man, real talk. But we going, man. We good game overall. I got no problem with the game last night. Except for I think I had text Shaw Powers and I said, Shaw, if we score 19, get to 115, they got to score 30. This should be easily our game. But it went the other way. They scored 28. We only scored 20. So that's how they got back in the game. Going into the fourth quarter, all we need is 19 points to get to 115. They needed 30 points to get to 115. And I told Shaw, first win a 115 win. And sure enough, Detroit, the Knicks went a little bit of cold in that fourth quarter. Thanks to Jalen Brunson, though. So, thanks to Jalen Brunson. Knicks went a little cold in that quarter, Shaw Powers. But thanks to Jalen Brunson. And Mikal Bridges with the tip in, Cat with the steal, and Anobi, salute to you putting the clamps on my man, 9 for 22. Kate Cunningham, who the best player in the series? Go ahead, Sha. You know me, I'm ranting, man. I'm here, man.
Nah, you saying everything. I'm sitting back here because I feel the same way, Divine. I sat here, watched the game too. We chat on the background, everything. This, what? The Knicks are a good team, man. And when they come to play team basketball and they bring their A game, ain't too many teams that's going to contest us, man. Our defense is coming around. Our offense can get hot when it needs to. We got a closer. We got guys that can hit big shots. We got momentum guys that can hit momentum shots. You know what I mean? Get momentum defensive stops. We got all of that stuff. You know what I mean? If you want to say one thing that we are lacking, that we've been lacking the whole year, is a bench. So, and we have still won 55 games now, right? 51 plus 4 more, 55 games right now. So that's what it is right now. We 55 games in, you know what I mean? And let it be 4 plus 55 games in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's get the monkey off the back. Let's show a little bit of some Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. But first and foremost, let's see how our boys came into the game last night, because they came. keep it going. Let's just give it to the burner, period. Let's just give it.
Big play.
They're gonna kill it. They're gonna kill it right here, though. Behind the leg.
Shaw Powers, he got a deep one, son. I don't give a nobody say this cat on some Michael Jordan them shit.
Superstar, man. He's a superstar.
Superstar, bro. And you know what? And when Monday come, listen, I think Knicks win the first game. I think Knicks steal the first game. I think the Knicks steal the first game, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to say Anunoby on Jason Tatum that game. He's going to do the same thing to Jason Tatum in the sense that he did to McKay Cunningham. They're going to get their points, but they're going to be some low percentage points. Them averages ain't going to be the same. Your averages against Anunoby ain't the same your averages against somebody else in the NBA. Mark my word. Watch what Anunoby do in that series, ladies and gentlemen. They ain't physical with Detroit. They're not. And with Mr. Robinson back there to help, this shit gonna get interesting in Boston, ladies and gentlemen. It really is, man. I mean, listen, these cats got a good team, so let's see how we can get it popping, man. We're going there in Boston Massacre on the ride. Y'all want to run the Boston Marathon? Let's run it. We here, man. We here. Yo, I can see this thing coming, man. I had Knicks in 6. So if Mitchell Robinson, like I think, ladies and gentlemen, before I pass it to Shaw Powell, I was telling Shaw Powell, me and him were talking in the background. I said, you know what? Brunson and Cat out. Let's say they wash. Brunson and Cat and Brown and Tatum is a wash. All right, number two position. If Anunoby or Mikal Bridges can give us Porzingis' output, but our bench got to come to play too. If our bench come to play, we fucks with Boston. If our bench don't come to play, I think this game over. I think the series will be over and Boston to win it if our bench don't come. But for some reason, with these next 3 days off, let's hope Deuce McBride, campaign, all these guys can get in there with these 3 days off, get their rhythm going, get their mental, get their mind right. Just because they had a bad series against Detroit, because I think Detroit is a physical type of team. They play a different style of basketball. I think Boston got a good defensive team, but I don't think they played a physical style like Shaw Powell was saying. Me and him were talking about. So let's see. It might be a matter of I got past that first series. Maybe I can get this monkey up my back. Maybe McBride and campaign and them can come through for us. And if they do come through for us with them dudes we got at the starting 5, we fucks with Boston. Every position Boston got, we got too. And the position they got that we don't have in that starting lineup. They got bucket getters, we got bucket getters. We got defenders, we got defenders. They got wing stops, we got wing stops. They got a 5 who can shoot the ball and score. We got a 5 who can shoot the ball and score. They ain't got shit we ain't got. You know what I mean? They're a good defense team. From 1 to 5, they play defense. They are really good on the defense side of the ball. But you know what? From 1 to 5, we were a good offense team too, Shaw Power. So let's see how this shit gonna pan out. I'm ready for the heavyweight slugfest. Earthborn, let's get it, man. For real.
I said it. That's the ones I'm gonna say it again too, man. I think, in my opinion, the Knicks devised this team to contend against Boston. And I'm going to say this again. In my opinion, I think that the Knicks were getting this team to get ready to see Boston in the playoffs. Unfortunately, this year Cleveland had a phenomenal year. So it impedes us from playing them in the Eastern Conference Finals and going to the semifinals against them. But it's the same team that we geared this team up for. Like you said, Divine, you want to shoot 3-pointers? We got people that can shoot 3-pointers. You want to play wing stop? We got wing stop. You want to play 5-man out? You want to bring the center out to shoot the ball? We got that too. You know what I mean? And I think because of the difference in the way the teams play, I think we may get a better game. We may see Shaman again. We may see a spotting from Shaman. There's a possibility. And I'm not even going to hold back. We talked about this stuff at night. I'm not even going to hold back if Tom Thibodeau decides that he wants to look down the bench and overlook Shaman and overlook Payne and go to DeLon. I'm not even opposed to that. But I think these guys will get a little bit more a piece to the pie early in this series to see where they're going to be, because if they could come in and give quality 11 minutes and 9 minutes or something like that and score 7-9 points, is going to help us out, because we're going to need guys to defend their guys that come off the bench that hits steady dice of 3-point shots. And that's what we're going to need. We're going to need those bodies to be in there, because we have to stay fresh around these guys. Remember the last game that we played Boston? Tatum played 45 minutes. You know what I mean? They were trying to win the game. They wanted to win the game against the Knicks, and I think we only lost by a couple of points. So let that sink in, because this is going to be a game. This is how the whole series is going to be against this team. And as we build against this team, we build to destroy.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to Prezi, what's good? Prezi the boss, what's good? Employee Bird, thank you for coming in. Employee, what's good? Frank, what's good, man? Appreciate you coming too as well, man. Listen, man, we on fire up here, man. Nick's Louisiana. Nick, my man, what's good? What's poppin', Louisiana? What's good with you, my man? Salute to Nick Yak. Nick, what's good? Salute to the chat, everybody, man. You know we on some adrenaline up here. Banging USA Sports, was good, my man. Good to see you as well, and everything like that, man. But listen, you know we just gonna turn it up a notch, because we gonna bring one of the truest, the hardest working men in show business up in this joint, man. He gonna graze the panel for us tonight, man. We don't get him a lot, man, because he's so busy all the time, man. But just for him to come up here with us tonight on this beautiful night, man, we're gonna suit and bring in one of the most famous dudes in the building. Y'all already know. I can't even say it no more, and I ain't even gonna say his name. I'm just gonna bring him up in here. My man. Ron, what is good? My brother, still Knicks fan, ladies and gentlemen. I know the army up ahead too, so it just make it more special. What's good, my brother? How you doing? Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, man. Listen, I can't complain, bro. I'm just happy that series is over, man. I'm ready for the next series. We, as much as we have to deal with it, man. Fans be like, man, well, can we do this? Can we do that? We got to be appreciative. We head into the second round again, man.
Yeah.
And we healthy. Anything can happen. We healthy.
Oh my God, say it again. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just really excited, because I know that the Knicks really want this opportunity. Sometimes it's not, sometimes things don't work out the way you expect them to work out, but you like, just give us an opportunity to right our wrongs. Give us an opportunity to show that what we're made of. And the Knicks is getting that opportunity right now. It don't matter that we got swept by Boston in the regular season, by Cleveland, by OKC. Right now, we got a chance to be able to deal with all of these cats if we just go out there and do our work. We can knock Boston off, probably deal with Cleveland, and eventually wind up with OKC. I mean, you can't write a better script.
What? Yeah, real talk. You know, interested, man. Real talk. We give a shout out. But first and foremost, everybody salute to the chat. But this thing is just amazing to me. It's just amazing. We get to have another series of podcasting with our peoples. You know, this was beautiful about this Nick thing right here, this win.
We get to be on for another 5 to 7 games with our family. You know what I mean? Talking Knicks. That's what's so great about the series. You know, because we would have went home last night, we wouldn't have got to hang out with you dudes, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? We would have got to hang out with y'all. Then my wife would be like, I got you for the rest of the year. What?
Yeah.
But
The party ain't over yet. The music's still going.
It's still going. We stepping in the name of love, man. Real talk. But shout out. You know what? The next series is gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be another one. I mean, listen, the I-95 throwdown. This thing go back to John Havlicek, Al Cowings. You know what I mean? Walt Clyde Frazier. You can go back further to that with Cousy and Jordan Mike and all these guys who used to play for the Knicks, man. So it's amazing that year at the Larry Bird, Patrick Ewing, so on and so on. But who we got? Paul Pierce and them guys and Mello and them. You know what I mean? This is crazy, man. Now we in 2025 and we got Jason Tatum, Brown, Cat, and Jalen Brunson. And I really believe that there's not a dude in the league, to me. You got a lot of wings who could play wings. Like we got a guy who could play Jason Tatum. You know what I mean? We got a guy who could play Brown. Even though great is my man Drew Holiday, the defender. He's a great defender. But I just don't think there's not too many people who got a bag like Jalen Brunson that makes your defense like, okay, this dude is just getting on my nerves. You know what I mean? And that's why I like about this series that we got a guy who could slow my man down. We got a guy who could slow him down. But it's not too. I mean, Derek White is awesome. Don't get me wrong, my man is awesome. But Jalen Brunson been giving it to everybody in the NBA because he's just so unique with his skill set. His skill set is like they don't see that every night. They don't see his skill set every night in the NBA, a la Kyrie Irving and guys like that. Jalen Brunson is different because there's not too many dudes who play in the NBA right now, the modern NBA, play ball the way he play it. You know, and that's what's scary about this thing to me. That's why I like a chance in the same for this Knicks because I don't think these guys used to seeing a Jalen Brunson every night. You know, that's what's interesting to me, Shop Howard. Let's see how it goes. But I'm piggybacking off that. This guy's skill set is just you don't practice. You don't get to practice against that every day when you're in practice or when you're in a game. You don't get to see Jalen Brunson type of game every night. I think he's scaring a lot of these dudes, man. I really believe that. So let's hope that it comes to fruition, though, for sure.
Jalen Brunson is a superstar. Mm-hmm. I noticed that early in the season, man. When he was doing this thing for him becoming clutch. I seen it early. He was knocking down shots. He would run off 7, 9, 8, 10, 11 points. In the closing of games, he was doing this all year long. So him doing this now is nothing that I haven't seen. I know Jalen Brunson is going to bring it to them, and he has good games against Boston. You know, he has very good games against Boston, and I say, you know, bring it on. You know what I mean? I think everybody's game is going to change because they're not going to be playing the same players that they just played, if that makes sense. And I mean, I said it again, like about how Detroit play their basketball. They don't use their hands, but they use their size, their shoulders, their hips, their waist, and play you like, you know, like this. You know what I mean? To push you off your box and stuff like that. Boston don't play like that. It's not this physical game. This is going to be about scoring and rebounding. To me, scoring and rebounding, and I think we got a good shot. I think we got a dang good shot because we got the same. This team here, once again, this, in my opinion, this team was created because of Boston. If we got to the playoffs against Boston, the Eastern Conference Final in Boston, this is what the team is supposed to be. Unfortunately, Cleveland had a banging season this year that knocked Boston down to the 2nd seed, and Cleveland took 1st seed. So we just get to see him earlier this year. We get past this team, Knicks against everybody.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, Ron, is there anything that you are, how would I say, not over, but truly concerned with going into this series? Is there anything that you're really concerned about that you would have that will make you say that this is the reason why the Knicks might not get over it? Is there anything that you think that, you know, I got one thing, you know, I just want to hear your thoughts on it.
Everything, brother. But okay. No, I mean, real talk. Hey, Boston is a damn good team, man. Boston is a damn good team. You just you can't take it for granted. I know we got that thing. We hate Boston, you know, it's that thing, but we gotta, like, we've seen it. Boston's for real. So the first thing that I would think that the Knicks got to do is they got to figure out a way to match Boston's energy. And I don't mean they got to shoot threes the way Boston shoots threes, but they can't be having duds. They can't be doing what they did in Detroit, shooting 22% from three or shooting 28%. You got to be somewhere in the 30s, at least hanging in there and keeping it somewhat matching there, because they're going to bomb away. And I would love to say that I think the Knicks can, close out on the perimeter and slow down that 3-point game. I can't say that. They've been terrible against the three. All I can hope is that they might be able to stop them from getting off in them games where they've dropped like 28, 29 threes. Like keep them somewhere manageable. Right. That's all I can hope for. And outside of that, I think people have said this, and it's true. People think Boston is one-dimensional, that they only shoot threes and that's how they win games. They too good. They got two special players on the team. You can't stop. And not for nothing, I was talking about this a little bit last night. It made me realize something. They got two special players on the team that are great, Jaylen Brown and freaking Jason Tatum. You got the sixth man of the year in freaking Derek White from past. You got maybe the dude in the running sixth man of the year. What's his name? I forgot his name this year. Pritchard. Like, you got weapons. Then you got Drew Holiday just chilling. You got Porzingis just that's tough, man. That's tough. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. But I was saying it last night. I think the best thing and it's everything we hoped for. The best thing with having to fight Detroit is Detroit really made the Knicks work on defense, which is going to in turn help them against Boston. Because part of the thing that we was mad about in some of those games was the Knicks' effort. Their effort and their defense. Like, it wasn't just no 3-point defense. They were cooking us everywhere in the paint, in the mid-range. The Knicks just looked like they didn't come to play. Now I think the Knicks are ready to play. I think thank you, Detroit, for what they did, opening up the Knicks, getting back into them defensive ways. And I think that's going to help. These games ain't going to be like, I don't think Boston's going to sweep them. I don't think Boston is going to win this series in 5 games. I think if Boston wins, it's going to take 6. I do think that if the Knicks win, it's going to take 7. Okay. So, but I feel like the Knicks could win. I think it's Boston in 6 or Knicks in 7.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. I'm pretty much where you at when that was my thing. Guard a 3-point line, and since the All-Star break, we have got better at it. Since the All-Star break, Knicks 3-point defense, because at the beginning of the year it was terrible. But their defense wound up being 13th in the association, in the second half of the season. I mean, they got up to 13th overall. Now, I did thought they, and I think, but they can't let guys, because Boston got guys to do what Beasley could do. You know what I mean? I mean, you lead these cats. So couple of them. Yeah, they'll light you up. Hauser, Richard, even Cornette and what's my name, Al Horford, OG Al Horford. I mean, they got, you know what? But what I do like about, one thing I can say about our bench is this, though, in this playoff series, they might not have been scoring, but see, I like Deuce McBride on Pritchard. I don't have a problem with that. I think Pritchard don't get that off on Deuce McBride. I don't think Howland them gets that off on, so if our bench at least play stellar defense on the perimeter, I like our chances, because I think that their starting 5 and ours is about the same to me. I think Jason Tatum and Jalen Brunson is right with each other. I don't put Jason. I don't reason I'm giving Jason Tatum an A because Jason Tatum won a championship. Excuse me. Jalen Brunson have been that close. You know what I mean? His skill set is there, and I think Cat and Brown. It's a lot. Them two positions to me, we good there. It's some ancillary players like if Mikal and Anunoby keep playing the way they playing. That means now you got 2 guys, a guy who can watch out Porzingis numbers. Like if Mikal or Anunoby give us the Porzingis numbers, and one of them 2 give us the Drew Holiday or Derek White numbers, I think we good if our bench come to play. Because I think our bench defense with Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride and Cam, I think their defense is good enough and the whole fort if Tibbs play. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to need to play him in this series. But I can understand why he didn't play him a lot in the last year, because they wasn't scoring. We needed scoring.
Right.
Listen, if you ain't got scoring,
they were too physical.
They're too physical. Yeah. And they jump shooters like Cam and them. Cam would get to the bucket, but like Sam and them not all the time. They jump shooters. And Detroit had a good enough perimeter defense to take that away, because that's what I want us to do to them. Take away for perimeter defense, their perimeter offense, and we had the big dudes down in the middle. I wasn't really worried about them, but I think that's what it comes down to with our bench, ladies and gentlemen, depending on the style of the game, why Tibbs didn't play them. If you just shooting jump shots, you're not going to win this series. And I think we said this before the season started. One thing we had that they didn't have, they had a bunch of jump shooters. That's all they had over Detroit, jump shooters. And we had guys who can go inside and outside. And like our starting five can go inside, outside. Them dudes, Beasley, jump shooter. Tim Hardaway, jump shooter. Tobias Harris, jump shooter. They wasn't like coming in here throwing it on you, excuse me. So I think we had a big edge in that point because they just were shooters. But we had guys who could put the ball on the floor and take it there religiously. You know what I mean? Like all of them can, literally on that. And I think that was and in Boston City, that's going to pay dividends. I think we should play bully ball against Boston. Boston not a big physical team. I think we got to play bully ball against them. And like Ron said, shot power to guard that 3-point line. Listen, anything can happen. We got talent over here, so let's see. It's going to be interesting. You know, and obviously Tibbs got to definitely out coach my man. You know what I mean? So if Tibbs is on his A game and the team is on their A game, shot power, I like our chances for sure. But they definitely got to be on their A game because this is a talented team over there, man. They are. They won 60 games for a reason. So you know, it's crazy to be honest with you.
It's definitely about how they match up and who we match up with. If we see Horford playing Cat and we see Porzingis playing Josh Hart or you know, something like that, then we have to change the way we have to make them change their positioning. We have to make them change if that's the way they're going to do it. You put Cat down on the box and try to do it to his Dominican homeboy. I mean, is it what you call it, Dominican too?
Yeah, Al Horford. Yep.
Yeah, Horford Dominican, right? So he let him go down there and put it on his Dominican homeboy. You know what I mean? Until they want to put Porzingis on him. You know what I mean? And that's what you do. And I'm not, you know, Josh Hart, you know, holding Porzingis. You know, that might change or something like that. But we need someone out there that can at least deter him from wanting to shoot the 3-point. You're not going to stop him from hitting the 3-point shot. He's a juggernaut out there. Let's be real. He's long and he's tall. He's a Cat type 7-foot guy that has range that can shoot the 3-point shot. You know what I mean? Put a hand up. You know what I mean? Because another thing that I want to see from Cat this game is to bring Horford out to the 3-point line. This way it opens up the lane. Porzingis is a good defender to block the shot, but he's not the best interior defender. You bring it to him, he's close and he jumps and spread his wings up. Of course, you put any 7-foot guy down and give him a chance to see the ball and see you go up so he can time his shot, he's going to block the shot. So let's see what we can do. I think bringing Horford out on Cat and opening up the lanes, you know what I mean? Let's do it. And if they want to go, we did this. This is one of the first times that I remember seeing multi-minutes of this lineup out there together. Deuce, Cat, and Mitchell Robinson. You know, those three guys on the court together played a lot of minutes the last time they played Boston. That made play 45 minutes that game. You know what I mean? They wanted to win that game. So let's see what happens, man. This is not Boston. I mean, this is not Detroit physicality. This is an athletic team that can score the basketball, that likes to take a lot of 3-point shots. We get them off that 3-point line, or not get them off the 3-point line. Limit it to 35. They be shooting like 53 points. Limiting them to like 25, 26 3-point shots. You know what I mean? Or make the percentage harder. Bring it down from them being at 39% to 37%. So, I mean, we're going to have to make 3-point shots. Cat's going to be a big, intricate part. Plus Brunson, plus Mikal, plus OG, all our starters, even Josh Hart, he has to get out there and make that shot as well.
Yeah. You know what, go ahead. So
I was going to tell you everything we were saying to your question. The one thing that I'm worried about too, which sucks because the Knicks did a really good job at us in this last game. The Knicks decided, because they know how aggressive Detroit is and how Detroit is always in your face, right, and physical, but they're always there. The Knicks decided in this game they was going to be there. They was going to double team. They was going to send help from the backside, the weak side, all the time against Detroit. And that's great defense. When the Knicks start playing like that, they can really get into their bag. Only thing I worry about is like that to me is the best Knicks defense that you get to see. I don't know if they could do that against Boston though, because when they start double teaming and sending weak side help, Boston's gonna be bombing away, man. That's the only thing that worries me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought about that. I was like, oh.
You fine, man. I was actually about to go to it. I was going to ask you a question because you kind of answered it in a sense. Believe what I was going to ask you. Cat and Porzingis not as physical, obviously, as Jalen Duran them. But you know how if Cat can find a way to get over that pick and roll or not, their pick and roll or their pick and pop, whatever, and don't get caught back, I like our chance in this series. Because I don't think I think if Cat could do what Porzingis do, obviously from the 5, you know, but if Cat can find a way to not let Porzingis do, the last time he played, he had like 11 threes, 8 threes, he was knocking them shit out for everywhere. And I was pissed off at Cat that game. I'm like, Cat, you like 4 feet away from this dude. You need to be up on him, make him put the ball on the floor,
right,
and make him go to the hole. And once he get past the 3-point line, then you good. But you cannot sit there and let this dude shoot open threes. So I'm hoping that changes. I think if that changed, and even after all that, we lost that game 103, 105, 103, 102.
Mm-hmm.
Mikal dropped the ball. He took his eye off the ball. It went out of bounds. We had them in that game. So I do believe if Orlando could win one of them games with their defense and Orlando the other night, with our offense and our defense, we should be able to do more of that. Real talk, I think we should be able to do it. Let's see how it goes, man. Like I said, we don't know till the ball get thrown up. And but I do believe the Knicks got 3 days off to get their mind right. Like Tibbs said on the press conference, they guys been doing their scouting. While they was in this series, they've been kind of the guys who's part of the management team been in Boston doing their research, doing their homework or whatever. So that's good. Even though they didn't playing in the Detroit series, they had their guys preparing for Boston by going there, seeing what's going on, all that good stuff. So I mean that's why we finally got a good organization that's run like a business. I mean these cats is handling a business. They're not just out there just like how I was when we had who was it, my man before this not Scott Perry. Scott Perry did good by me. The one was with him. I'm sorry,
Steve Mills.
Steve Mills, right. Senior moment, ladies and gentlemen, pardon me.
We all get them.
We get them, right. But yeah, now I think they're running a different type of organization. They're more business-like, they're more hands-on, and they're more about, character, professionalism, everything, And so I think this team is gonna be interesting to see when we go out there, ladies and gentlemen. I really think they're gonna get it. And believe me, I'm telling you, it's gonna be lit tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. Y'all need 11 o'clock, 11:30. Yeah, I know where they look for the notification, man. Ron gonna be in there. They're gonna get it in, man. And I'm looking forward to that, man, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. But overall, I'm happy we got to the second round. Salute to from the top to the bottom, that Jalen Duran all the way down to the concession stand people. We going to the second round, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? And what can we say? As a fan, you're happy. Because, we get to see these boys go up there against somebody who I cannot stand. Hey, Jay Choda, we was about to get off in a minute. That's the reason why I didn't put the link out there, because, you missed it the first time, but we only got a few minutes, so I don't need you to get on. And in 2 minutes, I'm going to tell you got to get off. So, Jay, that's the reason why I didn't put the link out there, because we about to get off in a few seconds, so a few minutes. And anyway, Ron, I'm happy. I'm happy where we at, man. The top 4 seeds made it, which I thought they would. I said the top 4 seeds are gonna wind up being who going to be in this last dance, and quite sure is the top 4 seeds. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because anybody below them, they wasn't playing. They didn't win 50 games. Bucks won 48, Pistons won 44, but everybody in that higher echelon won 50 or more. And usually, when you win 50, to me, you're a contender. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's why I always said that I like Detroit up and coming. And don't get me wrong, they might have been different. They had Jaden Ivey, but I didn't think they were going to beat the Knicks though. And like I said, we did that without a bench. So we'll see how it goes, man. We need our bench to come up and get it done though. Starting next week, man. It's gonna be lit, man. I'm excited about it. We're gonna be on the pregame show to recap. Like Ron got, gonna do the things he's doing. We got Sim, everybody out there, man. We got enough content to get a universe. We got everybody, man. We got Uncle Freedy, we got MBK, we got Queen Steph, we got everybody. We got them. We out here. Knicks against everybody, bro. You know what I mean? Orange and blue skies, for real. And so you never gonna be short of content. You know what I mean? And we out here, we supposed to be. We represent the orange and blue heart, man. And we content creators, but we fans though. You know what I mean? So you know, some of the homework that gets at me a lot. I'm not even gonna front. It is what it is, you know. So, but Shy Powers, for the most part, you know, we all of content creators, when we stay consistent with our message, you know, and what I love about this whole community, like, you know, we respect the spaces, man. You know, everybody, like, you don't see nobody cutting throat. You know what I mean? Everybody just let everybody do what they do, get in what they get in. We got schedules. We got, you know, we abide by the rule, the code. You know what I mean? We got a content creator code that we abide by. And I love this thing, man. That's why I'm glad we go to the next round. I wasn't ready for my summer to end yet, Ron. I
hear you.
I wasn't ready yet, man. So salute to all the chat, man. Everybody who come in here, give me y'all wise thoughts in the chat. Like I said, y'all the visible panel to us. Y'all just not on here with us. But I mean, y'all be dropping all the jewels up in there. So it's like, you know, we got mad content, bro, because y'all guys are some of the knowledgeable fans in the world, and we get them. We got the best chats in the world. You know what I mean? So it keeps us educated. It keeps us, you know, on our P's and Q's, man. Thank all y'all, man. Thank y'all for the season. But it ain't over, though. It ain't over, Shy Powers.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I wanted to say one quick thing, Ron. I like your little shorts that you starting to do, the walk arounds or whatever you call them. Those things is hot. Yeah, man, it's just Knicks basketball, man. Like you said, Divine, it extends the thing for us to talk about the team that we've been doing this for 82 games for what, 85 games for right now. You know, 85 wins. I mean, 85 games in the season. Oh no, it's more than 85. We took some. Oh no, 85. No, that's 85. Oh wait, I'm bugging out.
Now 86.
55 wins. I mean, 55 wins. Excuse me, 55 wins. I'm bugging out for a second. 55 wins. You know what I mean? So every time we get on here, we got to win. It's good. When the Knicks lose, you know, the egg fell off the ledge, and Humpty Dumpty fell over and cracked his head and all this stuff. But we bring it back. We patch him up and we bring him back again. So I'm glad that the Knicks are doing this. And like I said, I think this series is going to be a little different than the last series. This is a different. This team is not, like I said, I don't believe is as physical, but we'll see what happens. Like Devon said, when we toss the ball up. Salute to you, Ron. Thank you for coming on, Devon. You know, I'm always hit you up in the background. I know you come on about 11:30-ish, Ron. Let me see what's going on tomorrow. I may hit you up and say, come on there and get up there and try to rally the troops and stuff. Help you get people off the ledge.
You know, everybody's always welcome, brother. Everybody's always welcome.
Yeah, I might have to cut some of my own hours tomorrow, you know, to show some love. You know, I'm like, honey, you know, I'm not gonna remodel no bathroom. I'm chilling. I'm going on Ron's show. I'm like, listen, there ain't no equality is equality, man. You show love, you got to show love back, man. But
let me tell you something, though. I'm gonna say it right now. For those out there, listen, you don't really like Jalen Brunson. You don't want to hear about more Brunson. Don't tune in tomorrow because it's gonna be Brunson, baby.
And know what? And rightfully so. Well deserved. Well deserved, man. Yeah, man. You know what? This is a beautiful time to be a Knicks fan, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you see the energy out there. You even see the TNTs and the ESPNs that had to swallow eat crow. You got to see Shaq and all these dudes eat crow.
That's what I was looking for. I was trying to find it, Divine. I was trying to find
it. Yeah. He told me, man. I was listening to him. He was like, real quick, like, if Brunson do what he's doing, you know, with Shaq on Brunson, and talking about Brunson do what he's doing, and this guy do that. They got a chance to beat these guys. When you hear these dudes say that, I really believe that we got to do it in New York right now, doing Michael Jordan shit. Look at his numbers, man. Where's one? He putting up some gaudy numbers in the playoffs, man. And he doing them on closeout games, and he doing it. He's a captain, man. That's why they gave him the badge. That's why they gave him the honor, man. Just doing the damn thing, man. I mean, like, this shit is crazy, man. I'm like Nate Archibald 2.0 out this month. Like, yo, but with a bag, though. You know, so I'm happy about that, man. Real talk, man. But listen, we're going to get out of here. Ron, my brother, thank you so much, man. I'm like a kid in the candy store right now. I don't know what to do.
Appreciate you. Listen, as always, guys, thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all. You know, it's always love and real talk. And guys out there, everybody tuned in. You know, if you're just catching it, watch the replay. It's a good show.
Replay game in the
keep supporting Knicks Real Talk, man. Listen, I told you guys, I say it every show that I'm on. When y'all be popping in the chat, I'll let you all know. You want to get right, get your mind right, be in the positive space, full of grace. Make sure you get that Knicks Real Talk going before the game, after the game. Get your recaps day after, whatever it is. And just, keep your mind in a good space, man, because they're good dudes who have good hearts, and they are positive Knicks fans. We need you can like the negative guys. They can get you all spunked up and hype. But, you need some positive in your life, too, man. Too much negative is not good.
That's right. That's right. Real talk, man. It's out there, man. The world is in a place like that right now, and we just try to stay honest about our, what we see, try to cross T's and dot I's, and, just like everybody else, like I said, Shop House hit me with one of the things, Ron. He say, it's many paragraphs to a book, but sometimes people read the words different, whatever, you know what I mean? And that's real talk there. But you know what? Like I said, a lot of us, we go back like babies with pacifiers. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And I literally met this man I met these two brothers in MSG, in the Garden. See, this is how real this stuff is to me. I met Shop Powell in the Garden. I met Ron in the Garden. You know what I mean? So that just goes to show you that this is a real community thing, man. It ain't nothing personal about this stuff. We go back, man. We got emotional ties to each other in a sense because we greet each other in the physical world. You know what I mean? So, and we right. Not only in the mental world, we greet each other in the physical world, and that's a blessing, man. I'm blessed to be a part of you guys. I get, like I told Shop Powers, I speak to him more than I speak to anybody in my family.
I hear that.
I'm like, I don't got no brothers I roll with Shop Powell, but the chat too. Like the chat, literally, I get with you guys more than I get with anybody. You know what I mean? Because it's just the way it is. That's what we do, man. So suit everybody, man. Enjoy these couple of days, man. Get your energy up because listen, it's gonna be on a popper next week. And it is gonna be fire up in this joint, man. And Ron gonna start it off Saturday, and everybody else gonna get in there as well. Then we come in there Monday, man, to get y'all hype for the game because this going down in Boston, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one true Garden. That shit ain't TD.
Facts. Facts.
MSG. Hey, listen, I ain't want to go to Boston like that. I'm like,
I'm about to make another shirt right now. I'm about to make another shirt right now. I'm about to go, man. Where am I gonna do that?
Yeah, real talk.
Not for nothing. Word, y'all should pin that up right now.
There ain't no TV going. I don't even go to that bank. I don't even mess with that bank. You know what I mean? So I don't money in there. Man. Listen, I don't even, if we want from the green screen, I don't even wear green like that. You know what I mean? So, I'm with I remember what Larry Bird was doing, my man Pat Ewing and all them. I remember what John Havlicek tried to do to Clyde and them. I ain't feeling these dudes over there, man. But you know what? I'm a Fort fan. But this one rivalry, I wanted to live up to the billing. That I always want that in Miami to live up to the billing. This got to live up to the billing right here. You know what I mean? It got to, man. This because I
think it will. I think it's gonna be so great. I can't wait, man. I'm gonna kick it off tomorrow, but I can't wait because everybody's the comparison is gonna be, is this dude better than this dude? Look how they match. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. But I tell you one more thing. I had to say it.
No, go ahead.
Knicks want to win the series, though. Cat has to outplay Porzingis.
Yes,
he's got to outplay Porzingis.
Facts. And we'll bring it on tomorrow because I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing because at first it's not gonna be Porzingis on Cat. They're gonna have to make them change the way they I think they're gonna come out Dominican on Dominican. You know what I mean? Dominican on Dominican crime.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. And also don't be surprised if they put Drew Holiday on Cat because they love doing that.
That's another thing. Yeah, they like doing that too. That's true.
Don't worry. Tomorrow we're gonna get into all the matchups and stuff. I'm gonna have everything set up.
All right.
Listen, everybody in the chat, man, everybody, all you guys, thank y'all for coming in, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. And Jay, like I said, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you on the pregame. Like I said, we just getting out early. We just want to come in here and give everybody what they deserve, man. Stay true to what we do. 82 gamers. We need 6 we don't need, we need 12 more now.
Right.
We need 12 more now. We don't need 16. We said 98, bro. We down to 94. We done got 94 out the way. 12 more to go.
Don't let us win a championship, do you?
Oh my God!
You ain't gonna want to hear from me. I'm crazy. Don't let us win a championship.
Man, listen. If we win a championship, all 5 branches of the military are gonna be in New York City. Damn. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Man, they gonna have all 5 branches in the military. They don't know what to do.
What Ticketate is gonna be? Oh, what?
Yo, Ryan, you're not even be good. You're not gonna be able to get on the subway that week. On vacation, man. It's gonna be we've been waiting for this shit for 50-something years. Man, what? If it ain't this year, I got a feeling next year we get this thing. But
we getting closer. That's all that matters. We getting closer.
Yeah. But real talk, man. You know, we could do this all night, man. Real talk, man. But we gonna get out of here. Listen, y'all tune in tomorrow, man. Look for the notification. Still Knicks fans all day, every day. And if you're on the weeknights, man, you can see my brother John in there. Repping NBA Report, everything. Make sure you follow, subscribe. Don't hide, don't divide. Just get it, man. Let's go and get these things up. Get the likes up, get the subscribe up. Thank everybody for coming in, man. Sean Powers, my man Ron.
Ready.
The chat, man. Thank y'all, man. We see y'all coming in, man. On the out. We out. Thank all of y'all, man. Enjoy your night. It's Friday night in the city. Be safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you do, you're out in the city.
About to go give me some insomnia cookies.
Yeah, right. And be safe, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat because we touching on facts. And plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Bill talking, we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars of B-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they ended the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about the vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about the vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.